Alright, so pump all back together again. I used this Loctite like RTV to put it together. That's just what we had laying around, and I didn't want to tear open a new bottle of silicone that I had upstairs that I'm going to use for when I install my sponsons. So we had this here, so I just used that. They use it on car engines, so I figured it was good enough for a little jet pump. So right here, we got the board nozzle on it and everything. So that looks all good. Still have to put in that little fitting or a little line in there to kind of bring back the bilge function on it. So I've got to do that. I'm yet to do that, but that's not really a big deal. I'll either RTV that in, or I'll just use a JB weld on it. I'll figure that out when the time comes. My steering nozzle from Pro Watercraft should be here either like today or Monday, so that's pretty exciting. It's I know he made some videos. It's extended. It says he picked up about 50 RPM and about a half a mile an hour on just the steering nozzle with better flow, or with a better feeling of the steering. So I'm pretty excited to get that. Over here we got the impeller 15 scat, and doesn't rub at all, but the clearance is extremely close. Like it will give a little tiny noise at like one spot, but that'll go away in a very short time, and it'll be a great fit. So how I did all that was, they just have these shims that come on the pump, and they go behind the impeller, at least on a 550, a JS550 pump. The SX is different, and the 440 is different also. But all you do is you just throw these shims behind the pump, and that pushes the pump forward. And the wear ring, to my understanding, is it gets smaller as it goes forward. So the farther you push it forward, the less clearance you're gonna have, and you don't want any clearance in there for any water to get around it or anything. So this is a pretty perfect fit, and I'm pretty excited to get this thing in. So when I actually had to use my fingers to get all the sealant in there too, without making a big mess of everything, so that was a little bit of a mess. But I mean, I just de-silicone everything, all the old silicones off, and this thing's ready to go back in and make some power. So that's what I've got going with that.